Cancer, to us, was something that we dealt with every day. Our father was a cancer doctor for as long as we could remember. And we have cancer running in the family very, very strongly. My grandfather died of cancer. My father's two brothers also died of cancer. My mom was a cancer survivor. I had a brother that had cancer. And then, day-to-day living with a cancer specialist, our father, he would come home and tell us the stories. And then in 2006, my father was diagnosed with cancer himself. So cancer was something that we dealt with like on a regular basis. I think that when cancer hits you, you are not prepared. Kasi as a person, I'm a person that always has a plan. I have a checklist, ganyan. So when I got cancer, it was like I had to chart an action plan. And that's how I dealt with navigating. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer on one breast with spread to the nodes. When I found out, frankly, I was lost. I felt like I didn't know what to do. And that was very scary because number one, my father nor my mother were no longer living. So I was like, okay, I don't have a brick wall behind me, you know. Normally if my father would come home and say, oh, guess who's sick? It was always, oh, never mind. You're around, you're one of the best cancer doctors in the world, you can help. So that person was no longer around. So I really felt lost. What I did was I was guided na lang by the doctors that my father chose to take care of him when he got cancer himself. I took a real good look at my life. The announcing, the telling of people in the family was also something very, very crucial. And this is something that I always tell anyone that is so afraid of the chemotherapy cycles. Chemotherapy is a cycle. And a cycle means that everything goes around, goes up and it goes down. I decided that I was going to form my course of attack. And my course of attack went like this. I would schedule my chemo for a Monday in the morning, and then so that by Friday, I would be feeling well already. So that by the weekend, when the family gets together and I have to cook for the family and all, I'm totally okay. So it was a schedule like that. And so on Monday morning, I would come here, I would have my chemo. So that would be like from 7 until 12. And then I would go home, rest a little bit. And on Tuesday morning, I would do my Divisoria run because I do a lot of shopping in Divisoria because I would only start feeling sick from the chemo on Tuesday at night. That's the time when I would not be feeling well anymore. So, I tried to do everything as regularly as possible. In my focus of getting well, I needed to become very, very positive. As a person, I have lots of, I'm always bothered by a lot of junk like in my brain, okay? So it was a very, very conscious exercise to get rid of all of that junk, to get rid of toxic ideas, toxic practices, toxic people in my life. That was a very big challenge. But I did it, and I focused on on getting well. Being in the hospital is something very, very unpleasant. Being sick is very unpleasant. Having to undergo all of the tests and all of the treatment was very, very uncomfortable. But the focus was really just on getting it over with and getting better. The first thing that made it very bearable was the fact that I knew that I had a husband very, very supportive. He accompanied me every time I needed treatment. He was there. My children, my brothers, my friends. Like if I was having infusion, normally there was always like a whole group of people that came with me. The second thing that helped me was the Makati Medical Cancer Center. When I came here, since my father was a founding member of this hospital and a founding member of this center specifically, every old hand that had been here for a long time knew him well. And, you know, it made me proud. The care was nothing short of wonderful. The people were warm and sensitive and caring and positive, which is you know what, I think that is what is needed when you have cancer. You have to be positive. It could be a death sentence for some, but it could be not for others, you know, just depending on how you want to approach it. It was really just like the comfort that I had knowing that this is a place that he spent a lot of time with and was you know, helpful and responsible for setting it up. I knew that the place was the right, the good, the competent place to be. And so I felt comfortable being treated here. My father, he's in my heart all the time. So it just kind of like followed.